Hey, what's going on, run? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another racing video. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the new event that started today, or I guess the returning event that started today, MORGRANTS Hunt, and how this event actually ended up being even better than I expected. We knew it was going to be better than the last one, but it actually ended up being even better, especially when it comes to the common rewards with the event. Those really surprised me, and they might signal some of the changes that are coming soon in the future, and how NETEASE is slowly implementing some of the feedback we've been giving them basically like this last month and a half. Now, my opinion, the Destiny Rising event so far hasn't really been a secret. I just felt like most of them were pretty bad, except for the last MORGRANTS Hunt. Funnily enough, I felt like that one was probably the best one we had, at least up until this one. But overall, I just felt like they were very lackluster, they lack rewards, and overall they just weren't good. So I gave a lot of feedback on that. I made a video on the event specifically, calling them out for being bad, and it looks like NETEASE is actually paying attention, because this event is 100% the best one we gotten so far. Now, when it comes to the event itself, like the actual gameplay of the event, it's not really any different than it used to be basically last time I was here. But that's fine, I never really had an issue with the gameplay for this event. I feel like it was really good. My main issue was with the rewards of the events itself. So what they actually ended up doing different with this event that makes it just more rewarding, and I would actually encourage you to actually do this event even after you use your daily keys. The first one is that they're just giving us more keys on the event itself. Before, we had a total of 15 the first day, so you rent your 15 keys, and then you essentially could just ignore the event for the rest of the duration. Now what they're doing is that they're giving us 5 keys per day throughout like 4 days. So instead of just getting them all up front, they're spreading them out throughout the days, which I think is okay. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to just use all your 20 keys all in one go, then you can just wait for days, and then you're able to basically spend all of them. Now for the rewards, they're kind of similar. They are like different endgame materials, but I think that they're still pretty good, and there's actually more of them than was last time from the keys. You still have the exotic, so you can still get the Lost Legend exotic weapon, which is one of these weapons. You can also get a super photon now, which is not something you could get before. And then you could get a bunch of exotic weapon infusion cores, which is going to be really good for leveling up your weapons. The one thing that I actually kind of wish they hadn't removed from the reward track was the incandescent clusters. I feel like the incandescent clusters are still rare enough that even if you throw a couple of them in here in the event, this would be like perfect. 100% perfect. It doesn't have to be like a lot of them, just like 3 or 4. It would be perfect, and it would make this already good event even better. And because we have more keys, we can get more of these, meaning that we're just getting more loot in general. Now, the real big thing, and one that I just did not expect at all, which actually makes me think that this event is actually good, and they are listening to some of the feedback about the events, and just like some of the endgame resources in general, which does give me some hope to see some changes in Season 2, is what they actually ended up doing with the common rewards. Well, do you spot it? Do you spot the one big thing that's just kind of like out of place in the common rewards? Because they added some artifacts this time to MORGRANTS Hunt. So every time that you use your common rewards, you get a guaranteed mythic, and you also have a 15% chance at an exotic artifact, which is actually higher, much higher than just running chaos. And I just love this. It actually gives you a reason to run the event even after going through your keys, because there's this very good reward that they put in the common rewards to encourage people to actually run the event just over and over again. And I feel like this is exactly what the events were missing, because since they are limited time, you want people to be in there, you want the playlist itself to be populated. So adding something like this is perfect for keeping the engagement up with those events and actually encouraging people to, well, take part in the actual events. And well, there is a bit of a catch, because you can only get certain artifacts from here. They're essentially like the Hellhest artifacts. If you are trying to build up your Hellhest, then this is like gonna be the perfect thing to do, because every single popular like artifact is essentially here. So if you're thinking of farming any artifacts for your Hellhest, just don't go to Chaos and instead do it here. Not only do you have a higher percentage chance of actually getting some of those artifacts, you're also going to be getting a whole bunch of other things on top of it that you wouldn't get otherwise if you were just doing Chaos. You're going to be getting the random enhancement prisms, you're going to get a chance at a mythic weapon, a chance at an exotic, some mythic weapon parameters. You know, if you're looking for some god rolls, that's gonna be really good. And also the best thing about these artifacts, that unlike Chaos, whenever you farm without Pinnacle, where you get like low level artifacts or low stats artifacts, these ones actually drop high stat, like you were farming Chaos with Pinnacle energy. I was very surprised when I found that out because I just didn't think they were going to give us high stat artifacts as a common reward, especially with the increased drop chance being so much higher than Chaos. I just didn't expect that at all. And this whole event itself does show that NETEASE is listening to the feedback and they are going to be implementing it slowly into the game, and it definitely gives me some hope for Season 2. Now, there's also a chance that this is just a one-time thing and the next event just goes back to being really bad. So, you know, we're gonna hold off judgment on the level of excitement for Season 2. But if the next event comes out and it's also a banger, or at least a good event, then it's definitely gonna increase my hype for Season 2 and them actually addressing some of those big problems we have with the game and with some of those endgame materials. So this is a very good event. I definitely think that you should take part on to get all your keys, get all that loot. And if you're trying to level up your health hest, definitely get in this activity because the artifacts are just free. And now let's play a quick round of the event and let's see if we get lucky. Oh, we actually found that match like literally immediately. I think we're gonna stick with Stella. Because of the like nature of the event, you see so many Stellas. And you know, it just kinda makes sense. And I hope that they kind of take inspiration for this mode for whatever their other endgame activity ends up being. Because we definitely do not need any more like speedrunning endgame activities. I hope that, you know, whatever comes next is not just another speedrunning contest. By the way, what's the highest you guys have gotten in the event? Like, what's the highest round you guys made it to? So far, I've only been playing with like the matchmaking, so it can be pretty hit or miss. I think my highest one has been getting to 9 and then failing 9, and that's about it. I think it's 8 or 9. One of the two. One of those. We got to it and then we just kind of failed. And I feel like most of the time it's pretty easy to like get to like 6, 7. Feels like most teams can comfortably make it to like 6 and get like 3 keys guaranteed fairly easy. Which is not bad. Oh. The Gallows. Still gotta level up my heir apparent. I think probably the heir apparent would be better for this, especially once it comes time to deal with the bosses. But since my Gallows is maxed out, I'm just kind of using the Gallows for now, while working like leveling up the heir. Although, I think next season the Gallows is gonna be really good because it's gonna be Void and Spread Shinkas. So, you know, this is gonna be like that perfect weapon. You want to continue using Stella because, you know, we're no longer gonna be in the Solar. We're gonna be in Arc and Void. So something like Gallows is definitely gonna give us a bit more utility and allow us to like keep using Stella in some of the end game content. We'll see how effective it is, but should be pretty good. Unless like the Gallows just catches a big nerf. I don't really see that happening. Especially because it's more of a utility weapon instead of like damage. This one right here, it got me the first time because I didn't see or didn't notice that the people have moved and this thing had moved like the very first one I did this, and they just instantly wiped us. And we were all very confused. Or we all looked around very confused. Let's see, how is that guy alive over there? Oh, there's another bubble over there. Okay. We should be getting another ammo crate. That also gives us back some more super. So we'll just drop the dragon here and let him deal with that guy. Kill some of these guys too for a couple extra points, you know? And there you go, give us another key. Not quite, but you know, we're kind of getting there. Nuke. Both of these kind of suck. We'll get the nuke. It feels like this one being like the there's some ammo. This one being like this tower defense one. Oh, are we gonna... There we go. This one being this tower defense one definitely makes it pretty easy to get this round done. I'm basically guaranteed like the turkey. I'm thinking that eventually they're probably gonna do like some sort of like wave defense type of activity. Maybe they bring over Onslaught for like Dusty 2. That could definitely work as like another sort of like end game for some of these slower characters to like really be able to shine. Some of the slower and the defensive characters to be able to shine, because defending an area with Jolder, just it seems like the perfect thing, right? And if it's like constant, oh no, he got away. No, we still got him. We still got him. I thought he was gonna get away. The other guys are gonna get away because he's immune. Oh my god, his immunity still works while he's exploding because of the nuke. Ah, I hate that. I don't like that. But yeah, so like some sort of defense activity I think would be very good for like a different type of endgame that's not based around speed running. Oh no, we couldn't make it past the other one. We got stuck. But we got 3 keys, so let's see if we can get lucky here and get an exotic. Okay. How about this one? Oh, exotic? Look at that. Bellicose Platissimo, 182. Not the highest, but not bad, not bad. See, can we get lucky twice? No. No, you just got a regular responsive pack. But there we go. We did that in just a couple of minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already, and let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this event. Take care everyone, have a good rest of your day. Peace.